Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I would like to talk about Xbox first-party games coming out in 2024. Now, Microsoft confirmed few games already, so we know that Avowed, Hellblade 2, Flight Sim 24 is coming out next year, so these games have been confirmed for next year. But it looks like there's going to be some more games, first-party games, secret projects that have not been announced. That's why I call them secret, right? We don't really know much about them. And this information is a courtesy of Phil Spencer, who said that during an interview with Famitsu. By the way, big shout out to Klobril for finding this information. So yeah, big shout out to Klobril. And so Phil Spencer said during that interview that for our first party lineup for next year, 2024, we've already revealed some games. And there are some games that have not been announced yet. So this is a kind of cool thing because, like, yeah, that's nice that they still got something in the works that, yeah, some secret projects, so they will have some games to surprise us with. But it's also kind of weird because when it comes to at least bigger titles, these titles are being revealed a little bit earlier, so not necessarily 3, 4, 5, 6 months before they release. I mean, guys, we are halfway through the 2023 and we're talking about next year games. So 2024 starts in 6 months, right? So I wonder when would they reveal these games. And just for the record, MaDz, I think he said that Xbox Game Showcase was not the only one that they were and they are still planning for 2024. And I'm not necessarily trying to say that Xbox will have more showcases like this, but there's going to be some other occasions where they will be talking about new Xbox games. Gamescom is coming in August. Don't forget about TGS, so Tokyo Game Showcase. There may be some announcements there. And also don't forget about Jeff Keighley's Video Games Awards, right? So there's at least 3 big shows where they could potentially, they can, announce things. Whether they will do it or not, I don't know, right? And also another really question would be, who would be the first party devs to actually work on them? Because it seems like a lot of titles have already been announced, especially after the last showcase. So, I'm not really going to be speculating right now over here because it makes no sense, I guess, because we don't have any leaks even to go by. But generally speaking, just to sum up what we know, 2024 is going to be quite good in my opinion. Like 2023 is going to be good. Well, I know Redfall is still, looming over the Xbox, obviously. So yeah, that was not a good game, but looks like they are still working on it. They are trying very hard to actually fix that game. Not sure if they could actually if it's even possible. But if you even think about like first party, that's one thing, but also third party exclusives. There's a ton of content because, yes, first party wise, we're going to get Avowed, Hellblade 2, and Flight Sim 2024. These have been confirmed. But on top of that, we are getting Towerborn, Stalker 2, and Contraband, from what I've heard, right? So Contraband is supposed to be 2024 game 2. It has been delayed. Apparently, the original plan release date for this game was this year, but they had to delay it. So even if we just go by these titles, Avowed, Hellblade 2, Flight Sim 2024, Stalker 2, Contraband, Towerborn, hey, for 6 kind of cool titles to actually enjoy. And then obviously there's still going to be some announcements. So it's good to see that because we are finally getting into finally we are starting to see Xbox that is pretty confident. That's one thing, but also they've got games. They've got games coming, not like 3-4 years from now, but like this year, next year. This year we're going to get Starfield and Forza Motorsport. Next year it's going to be all these games. Obviously, I don't want to get into the whole ABK situation, but like if they end up acquiring Activision Blizzard King, well, there's going to be even more first-party games. They will be multi-platform for sure, because looks like one of the conditions under which this deal would be allowed to go through is the fact that ABK games have to stay multi-platform, at least the current ones, right? So we'll see how that goes. But even without ABK, I mean, Xbox future is kind of looking pretty bright to me, if you know what I mean. And also, don't forget Dark Tide. I forgot about that game, right? Yeah, so listen, at the end of the day, it's all about content. Xbox is really working hard on these games. They are getting a lot of games to Game Pass, not always first party, not always exclusives, but even games like Persona and that new Capcom game. It's all in Game Pass, right? So I mean, they actually they are making big moves, and that's good. And when it comes to like some speculations and that kind of stuff, I won't be speculate. I don't want to speculate on what these secret projects are, but don't forget that a lot of first-party studios work on few projects. Most of developers have at least 2 projects. Some have more. So, I mean, we could speculate on that kind of stuff, but I guess it doesn't make much sense. Also, it goes well with what MaDz said recently in the interview, that, Microsoft/Xbox plan for the future is to release at least 4 big first-party titles, which makes sense. Like you release one, in early spring, winter, then late spring, then August, October, and that kind of stuff. So 4 big titles make sense, and you top it up with some third-party exclusives, and then multi-platform games day one in Game Pass. Hey, it's a win situation for everyone, for gamers, for Microsoft and developers. And yeah, I can't wait to play all these games, especially Starfield. That game looks so good. Shame it's a 30 frames per second game on Xbox, but it is what it is. So anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.